Hello everyone. Welcome back for another Across the Waves. This is where Vicki and I take a technique, a product, an idea, and we focus on it the whole month to give you some ideas. This month we've decided to do colored pencils, watercolored pencils, whatever you choose. Now I've pulled in my watercolor pencils, which can also be used as a regular pencil, and a blender pen. I'm not positive I'm going to do it. I may use them as watercolor pencils. So I'm going to set those to the side. I'm going to stamp my image, which is the Unity Stamp Company. It's the Chirps and Cheers. This little guy is cute. This is part of their Uniquely Unity, which is a monthly subscription. And I just saw this little guy and loved him. So I've chosen him to work with. And I just realized there's a heart, so I'm going to have to pull out a red. I am, again, busting my stash of the Uniquely Creative Steampunk Graffiti. And these are the pieces that I've chosen to use. All right, I'm going to set those over here. I have a piece of white for my image. I'm going to mount all my pieces on black, and I have my white card base. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put my paper down, and I'm using Memento Toffee Crunch. It's a light brown to stamp with, and the reason I'm doing that is I don't want black would overtake it. So I decided to use the Toffee Crunch. And there we go. Especially since I'm going to be doing some die cut. I'm not die cutting, some coloring. All right, so I'm going to start with the center and color this yellow. I probably should have used a gray, but I think that gray is too dark. I'm just going to go with it the way I have it. Some of it will be really dark, and some of it will be lighter. All right, I'm going to turn this now and come in. And I'm trying to do the outside dark, do his tail feathers, and lighten as I get closer to the center. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, I need something for the ground too. Wow, I missed so many on this. Okay, I'm gonna keep going up, and I'm pressing really hard on the edge, and as I get closer, I lighten it up. Okay, now I'm gonna do my leaf and stem in green. Okay, and then I've chosen a blue for the flower, and I'm going to do this really light because this is a really dark blue, and I don't want it dark. So that's the beauty of colored pencils. If you want it light, just use a heavy hand. I mean, I'm barely pressing. Excuse me. And if you want it dark, just press a little harder. And I'm almost done. And I am turning my pencil as I use it, and I change. That way I I don't get a flat side. When you get a flat side, you don't get as good coverage as if you do that. All right, there. Now let me get a red and a brown. Okay, I'm gonna do this little heart with the red. And then I'm gonna come in and just add some brown to it, just to kind of make it kind of all go together. And let me put the card together and we'll see if I need to, can't think, if I need to use my blender pen on it. All right, let me, oops, sorry, I hit the cord. I've got my phone plugged in. All right, this is my background piece, and this goes on. All right, pull this over so I can get it on here. And normally I don't have my phone plugged in. I'm going this way. It looks upside down the other way. But it was a little, I had half a battery, which is probably okay, but I decided I didn't want to take any chances. This goes on the bottom, and I am going to put it down even. All right, now that goes there. These two go on next, so let me get these on. The reason I backed it in the black is you really couldn't, it blended in too much. So I figured the black is really predominant in this. So I decided to use the black to make it stand out. All right, now these go on next. Excuse me. Got a tickle. The pollen is still pretty bad down here. All right, now I'm not going to put this down just yet. You know, I think I'm going to leave it. I think it'll be okay. All right. But I will put I'm going to put my foam adhesive on the corners and then put the tape in the middle, because I've got some layers here that are, I'm going to do it that way and hope that that's right. Take this off. And I've used them in the past, but I haven't had any lately. I ordered some, well, tiny paper clips. And I'm thinking I need some ribbon. Let me go see what I can find. Okay, I have some black sparkly. Now, let me open it. It's taped closed. And hopefully I'm opening this the right way. Yes. I was afraid I was going to open it and they were all going to go everywhere. All right. What color do I want? It's a gray. I don't want the silver. I think I'm going to use that one. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut a piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread it through like so. Okay. And then I'm going to pull it back through. And hold it. There we go. Now all I have to do is tighten it a little. There. Oh, perfect. And I'm going to cut this like so. And I'm going to add this on here on the corner. Oops, I gotta be aware that there's a there, perfect. There's a foam dot under there. All right. I love it. I'm really stretching myself with this paper and trying to come up with ideas, but there's today's Anything Goes, no, Across the Waves Sunday idea. And I used that cute chick and I stamped him just partially on the envelope and the inside of the card to carry the theme all the way through. Now make sure you head on over to Vicky's channel to see what she's got for you for Across the Waves today. Thanks for watching. Have a sensational Sunday. Bye.